back. Welcome to Star Squad Trail Running's Wild Goose Trail Festival right here in beautiful Way Yonder State Forest on the border of New Jersey and New York. I am your host, Mr. Elmani S. Finey, and I am here with the winner. Not just the winner and course record breaker, the legendary, the one from the Beast Coast Running Association. I think I got that right.
Productions.
Productions.
It's okay.
Beast Coast Productions. Thank you.
26 hours, 6 minutes, new record course. If I'm correct, over an hour.
Yeah, I think
you
it
broke the close to an hour.
I think it was 27:41 or 27
27:41,
something.
26:06. The old record 27:41. The legendary Vanessa Klein. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you.
So, let's work backwards. How are you feeling right now?
I'm very tired. My legs are sore already. But actually my feet, I have no damage really on my feet, so I'm happy about that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just really tired.
Got you.
Sleepy.
So you have no feet. So let's work on a little. Let's talk. Have a little quick gear, nerdy gear talk. What shoes did you wear, and did you change your shoes throughout the 100?
I wore the Hoka Tecton X3s. Excuse me.
Yep.
I wore an old pair at first, and then around, I think mile 80, I put a new pair on, a brand new pair.
Got you.
Broke them in.
Broke
right
them
here.
in. First one. Yeah. Those actually, I find with Tectons, you can break in. The Tecton X3s, I find you can break in.
Yeah.
Really
Well,
quickly.
I wear them normally, so I feel like I can switch, like, from an old shoe to a new shoe. It's
Okay.
a shoe I like. So.
Got you. So I was there when you finished. It's interesting. You weren't wearing a vest, and I did not see you with nutrition, like even a bottle in your hand. How did you manage your nutrition throughout the race?
Well, I dumped my nutrition, my hydration pack off before I came through the finish line.
Oh, you did.
So
Okay.
yeah, for the first 50K, I actually just carried like a soft flask.
Okay.
And then my strategy, I usually have like a bag with like snacks that are somewhere between like 150 and 200 calories per
Right.
like baggie. And whatever I stick my hand in and touch, that's what I take to eat, because the decision of like what do I really want to eat or what sounds good is sometimes beyond me. So it's easier for me to just put my hand in there, and whatever I kind of pull out, I pull out. So
Got you.
yeah,
Do
so I just carried it in my pockets for the first 50K.
Okay, beautiful. Now, do you let's talk about carb intake. Are you someone that strategizes in terms of 60 carbs at this phase, 90 carbs at this phase?
Nope.
Is there a carb intake that you are trying to reach per hour?
No, I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So you broke a course record flying by the seat of your pants.
I guess. I don't know. All that like number stuff is like too much for me.
Got you. And so, all right. So we got the gear out the way. We got the nutrition. Did you have to change clothes at any point?
I did change my shirt because I wore an ice bandana like late yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
And my shirt was just like soaked. And it was becoming a dress. It was just getting longer and longer. And I said, all right, I got to get this thing off. So
Okay.
I just switched my shirt, but everything else was same. I changed my shoes at 80.
Right.
And when I changed my shoes, I changed my socks.
Okay.
That was really it.
Okay. Did you have a pre-strategy coming in? Because this is not your first time running Wild Goose, correct?
No, this is my first time running Wild
Oh, it
Goose.
is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's your first time running Wild Goose,
Mm-hmm.
which means first time at Way Yonder. Did you still have a race strategy?
Well, I knew I wanted to run faster than the course record from last year.
Okay.
But I wasn't confident that would necessarily win the race.
Okay.
That was just like a personal thing I wanted to do. But I saw there was like a lot of like good talent, or what I felt like was good talent in the race. And I think even Ultra Sign Up had me ranked like pretty like low.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe not low, but
Right.
I don't know. And I just had like that goal of try to run faster than that, and whatever else comes with that is great.
Got you.
So
Got you. And then what's the shift in terms of, I've been asking this all morning, running from during the day to during the night. And I want to throw in an extra part to this, also with the climate change, in terms of going from nice warm day to even this morning, a little colder, definitely dewier.
yes,
My
everything
tennis
got wet
Google.
overnight. Everything was soaked.
Did you feel it? So you're out. Did you were you able to feel the shift coming?
It's weird because it was hot in the afternoon,
Yeah.
but then I feel like it got even warmer once it was dark. I think it was just more humid probably.
Okay.
Because everything also was wet, like in our camp area, like all the extra clothes were wet.
Right.
And I forgot what the rest of the question was.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
it. No, that's it. And then what I did ask everybody else was,
Or
did
how
you?
did I manage that?
Yeah. Did you find the course, any part of the course, more challenging once it became dark?
Yes. So there's like some boards on the pink loop. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, the quarter-mile boards.
I could not wait to get out of that section. It felt like forever every time, but even worse when it was dark. Those boards actually make me feel very dizzy.
Okay.
So I just would have to like really like brace myself and try to concentrate. And then there's also a section through there with like rocks. There's 2 rocks that move, and I knew they were coming up, but I couldn't remember which. I'm like, I know I'm going to step on it, and
Right.
it scared me every time because,
Right.
it feels like you're going to fall.
Uh-huh.
It just would move a little bit. There was 2 of them right in a row.
Right. Right.
And so once I was like, okay, once I get through that section of pink, then all good.
Yeah.
So.
How did you handle the elevation? Because I think a lot of people don't realize, because from that, especially for those of us that run, you don't the elevation here can be deceptive, right? It's not like you go to a race where you see mountains, you see like
Right.
if you like go to a Mount
Yes.
Tammany, you run that, you're like, okay, I know I'm gonna hit some significant elevation. People don't realize that here, even for the 100-miler, you're still doing 11,000 feet of elevation. How did you handle that? And as the race continued to go on, did any of the elevations start feeling a little bit more challenging?
Oh, yes. Like the smallest climbs feel like mountains at the end, always. My strategy usually is to just like hike anything that's uphill or
Right.
like too technical. But actually, the first couple loops, I was running a lot of the uphills, and the last loop, I really was shooting. Once I knew I was kind of close to 26 hours, or like maybe I could break it, I was shooting for that, and I was running really hard on the uphills that last loop. But then once I got to the boat dock and I knew I didn't have 5 minutes, I was like, "There's no way."
Right. Right. Right.
But so for most of the uphills, I hiked.
Was there anything funny, interesting, or weird that you saw while out there on the course?
I can't really. I'm sure there was, but I can't. I don't know. The brain's not firing
Not
on all
really firing on
cylinders
all
right now.
Right.
There's always something though. That's why I think why we do these races. There's weird stuff that happens.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything in particular right now.
Now you broke the course record. Did you know or feel? Did you act? Well, let's just say no. Did you know that you was in first in that for the whole race?
I did not know that until I think when my pacer picked me up around 75. Actually, it might have been after I changed my shoes. It might have been
Okay.
80. And I was like, shoot, I don't want to know that.
Why not?
And then, because then I think it's like just added pressure.
Okay.
You know, my goal in every race is just like to run my own race, and sometimes I want to like work hard, and I knew I'd finish the race. It was a matter of how hard did I want to work.
Gotcha.
And usually I really like to take it easy, so I just like to cruise and meet people and talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I definitely was like, I was working a
You was
lot.
working. You was working. So I want to switch gears now, because this is interesting. You, like Kim, you're a race director.
Hmm.
How do you manage training for ultra marathons and then determining where you're gonna? I think the running of them is easier because you can
Oh
schedule that when
yes.
you're not doing that. But how do you manage training while also having to run your own races?
Um, I just like make it happen. Like if you have to like carve out a time block,
Okay.
otherwise something else gets in the way. And you know sometimes that happens even like John and I have a gaggle of kids,
Okay.
and sometimes kids stuff comes up and we have to skip a run or something, or we have to move it, or I do sometimes where I'll do like a group run and then I'll go like in the middle of the night and do an overnight.
Gotcha.
Actually, I did that on last Thursday because I wanted to check the course here. I hadn't been here, and I had an idea in my head of what I wanted to do, and
Right.
so I was like, let me go check it out and make sure I'm not completely outside of my means. I knew it was going to be hard, but
Right.
yeah. So I think just like carving out time and also being flexible, like that is like huge. Is like
Yeah.
sometimes our kids are at practice and we run while they're at practice.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the only way. Just try to fit it in wherever I can.
How old are your kids?
So we have 21, 19, almost 17, almost 16. Sorry, almost 17, almost 16, and almost 14.
When you said gaggle,
Yes.
you meant gaggle.
Yes. We
God
did,
bless you
yeah.
on those college
Now-
tuition. I got two. And
Now, two of them are out of the house, so like
Okay.
really, it's the other three that we have to really worry about.
That-
But it's hard,
no wonder you broke the course record. You're in an ultra marathon in terms of parenting.
right? This is
The
true.
250 Cocodona.
I know.
Times
Listen,
three.
I'm on the countdown, man. The
Yeah.
youngest one's, she's gonna be 14. I'm on the countdown.
I know. Mine is 15. My son is funny. I'm going tomorrow to Savannah to go see my son. He's at Savannah's College of Art and Design. My daughter's there right now, and I'm like, yeah, you're on the countdown too, buddy.
Right?
So I get exactly what you're saying. So let me. It seems like, and I was talking to Kim about this. There tends to be a lot of camaraderie between race directors in the Northeast, especially. She comes out to support your races, and you come
Yep.
out. So what is that like?
Well, I think it's just like helps grow our community when we work together, you know? Like I mean, Kim is way better at like connecting people.
Uh-huh.
I'm not as good at like pulling people into our events as she is. But I love that she always does that and includes us, and she, you know, we definitely like talk about, you know, race director issues, like problems that we might be having and how to solve them. And that's always, it's fun to have like someone you can trust to like talk to, because sometimes it's not, you know, stuff that you want to talk to everyone about.
Right.
So it's nice to have that person.
That's nice. So let's talk a little bit. I want to talk about both Beast Coast Productions, but before I do that, I want to switch to the long path. We were talking before the cameras started rolling, and you came in to help Kim when she was on that part of the track. What made you decide to want to come in and join to help her out?
Well, actually, the crew kind of called me last minute. I think maybe somebody couldn't make it or something, and so I think I might have had an Instagram message from Sarah Kool-Aid saying like, "Are you the one that ran Bighorn?" And then when I said yes, she's like, "Do you think you could come out?" Because I told Kim, I said, "Hey, if you need anything last minute, like I'm flexible.
Right.
You know, just tell your crew to call me." And so I went out there and paced her one day, but oh my gosh, she absolutely like crushed my soul out there. She was moving so well, and I mean, she was in like good shape for
Yeah.
what she was doing, and it was clear that she had worked towards that because I was managing,
Right.
but I was like, oh my gosh, I got to hold on to my seat while I'm pacing her.
Yeah. Do you think let's have a quick Kim conversation, like a 1 minute Kim conversation. Do you think because she does such a great job as a race director and just is so overly friendly and human that people underestimate how much of a badass she is as a trail runner?
I think that is very possible. I think also, like, I think there's a lot of people that come to the events and they don't necessarily know like who's in charge.
Right.
But once they like kind of get into the community, you know, I do think that, you know, I think when you're like in charge of something, sometimes people just think that like that's your job and they don't
Right.
necessarily know that you even participate in that same sport, you know?
Okay, got you. So now switching back to you and Beast Coast, what made you decide to become a race director?
Well, I had a decent like social network, and through another company I own called Beast Pacing.
Okay.
And on a number of occasions, people had, when I lived in California, were like, "You should put on a race," but I was just way too scared. I would start, and then before I even got my feet wet, I would like, "No, I'm not. This isn't for me." And then I ran Batona Trail races in 2018, and while I was running the race, I guess the race director said she had thought about like offloading it, and John's like, "Hey, this is a good opportunity." I'm like, "Yes, this is great." And so we took that over, and then we kind of started building from there.
Got you. What's the next race coming up for Beast Coast that people should be aware of?
It's Hainsport Endurance Run, and
Okay.
that's from October 11th to 13th.
Whew.
It is, excuse me, it's a 12-hour, a 24-hour, 48-hour, 100-miler, and then we also have a 12-hour relay and a 24-hour relay. And it's
Wow.
a fixed time event on a short loop. The loop's about 1 mile.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. So people run in a circle on a 1 mile loop for 2 days, basically.
I wonder what the conversations are. I got to ask this question. Has anybody met there and by the time they're done end up getting married?
Oh, I don't know if that's happened, but
Because I can see some interesting relationships
yeah,
being
I do
born
see
out of that.
stuff like that happen. I'll leave it at that. People get very friendly with each other, and they because you know the thing is you're in this situation where like you're really broken down and
Right.
everybody's there for like the same goal.
Right.
And so like it like even out here you like form these bonds with people that you sometimes you're only like with them for maybe 30 minutes, you know. I know like I feel like I have several new friends like after the first couple loops I did a lot of like chatting. I'm always chatty.
No, that's
So I like was meeting people, and you know, you just like create these bonds and you're like rooting for each other.
right.
So I feel like sometimes that naturally can happen.
Yeah.
And I do see that.
You see that? Well, when you're on a 1 mile track for 48 hours.
Yeah.
y-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
Because the scenery doesn't really change.
The scenery does not change.
No.
So that's an interesting perspective. Yeah. What about, so last question for you is, running wise, what's next for you in terms of on the runner side?
Oh, you know, I don't have anything on the calendar. I am like a last minute scheduler. I signed up for this a week and a half ago.
Got you.
I don't know. I don't really commit like too far in advance, but I am going to go in the lottery for Leadville
Okay.
and Western States. I can't remember if I have 4 or 8 tickets this year for Western States. But I'm excited about that. I really want to run that race.
That's one of my that I would love to run also.
And then I also think that I will apply for Badwater for next year.
Ah.
John ran it. I've crewed it and paced it a number of times, and I want my shot. So
You want your shot to
Yeah.
Badwater. Okay.
I do.
All right. Well, Vanessa, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I look forward to running one of your races. So I'm
Yes.
gonna come out definitely. You know, once this leg gets better, I'm gonna come
Right.
out and do that. But no, this was great. And again, congratulations on
Thank
setting
you.
the meet course record at 26 hours and 6 minutes. Salute to you and flying through and being able to have a conversation, which
Thank you.
would not have been me. I'd be curled up, fetal position with a pillow and my thumb
It's
properly in my
it's,
mouth.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah.
I get you. I understand. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing, legendary Vanessa Klein, Beast Coast Productions, new course record holder for the women's 100 miler here at the Wild Goose Trail Festival. We're going to be back with our next interview in a short moment. Once again, this is Sasquatch Trail Running in the beautiful Way Yonder State Forest on the border of New Jersey, because I'm from Jersey, and then we say New York. This is your host, Elmani S. Viney, with our great director, Shy, and my brother from another mother, Mike Womack, behind the camera there. And we'll be back in a little bit. Peace.